Hey babe, did you know that more than 80 million Americans suffer from hair loss, and of that 40% are women? And they say that by age 35, 2/3 of every male is gonna experience some form of hair loss. Man, it's kind of crazy, right? Like, why are so many people experiencing hair loss, and what can we really do to combat it? If you go online and you type in how to prevent hair loss or how to reverse hair loss, you're gonna find about 20 different things that you can do, from different shampoos to injections to microneedling to light therapy to diets to supplements. There's a long list of things that you can try. But in today's video, I wanna talk about the one thing that me and my wife have both included in our daily life, and we started about 6 years ago, and we still do it today. And surprisingly, there's a funny story. Let's get into it. Before we begin, today's video is sponsored by iRestore, and they have an incredible system that we're gonna be talking about later on in this video, but I did wanna go ahead and let you know that we're gonna be talking about a device that can help you if you are experiencing hair loss. But before we talk about the what, let's talk about the how. So of all the wild things out there that you could try to help prevent or reverse your hair loss, many of them have some severe side effects. But I wanna talk about the one thing that doesn't have any side effects, and there's been a lot of testimonies from people around the world talking about how it's reversed their hair loss, but more importantly, it has helped with their skin and many other things too. And that is called red light therapy. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. But in this video, I'm gonna talk about exactly what red light therapy does to your hair, also to your skin and your cells. And so there's really two different things to talk about. There's red light therapy, and then there's red light laser therapy. The iRestore Elite actually combines both LEDs and lasers, and we're gonna talk about that in a second. But how red light therapy and red light laser therapy actually works is it uses specific wavelengths of red light to stimulate the hair follicles and the cells. And here's how it works in simple terms. Number one, it increases blood flow. The red light will increase the blood circulation around your hair follicles. Better blood flow means more oxygen and nutrients delivered to those hair follicles, which naturally produces healthier hair growth. Number two, it stimulates cellular activity. The red light will penetrate into the scalp, deep into the cells, and energize the cells within the hair follicles, which can extend the hair growth phase and extend the hair cycle, which leads to longer and thicker hair. See, here's the funny story I was telling you about earlier. I was a very hairy man, and I know this is probably TMI, but I think it makes sense. I've been doing red light therapy for about 6 years. About 3 years ago, me and my wife decided to do some laser hair removal. We found a really good clinic that offered incredible hair removal, and they had a bunch of testimonies about how great it worked. So I decided to do it. And I did my 7-8 different sessions, which you have to do because of the different hair growth cycles, which I learned a lot about hair growth doing this. It was awesome. It was working great. My hair stopped growing, but I kept doing red light therapy. And then eventually my hair just started to grow back. And I asked the team at the clinic, why is my hair growing back? And they're like, well, you always talk about doing red light therapy, and red light therapy will help your cells and your follicles actually regrow and regenerate. So they actually encouraged me to stop doing red light therapy, which I decided not to stop, because there's so many other benefits other than hair growth, and now I'm just a hairy man again. But enough of that. Here's number three. Red light therapy reduces inflammation. That's right, it reduces inflammation. So you may not realize this, but when you have inflammation in your scalp, that's actually going to prevent hair growth. It's gonna prevent your blood flow and circulation and all that cellular activity. So having inflammation in your scalp is going to cause hair loss. So by using red light therapy and reducing inflammation in your scalp, you allow easier circulation, and you allow everything in your scalp, including your hair follicles, to work at a much greater rate. And then number four, red light therapy increases the hair follicle function. Your hair follicles are actually doing a job. They're creating hair. And when you have inflammation and poor circulation, unfortunately, those follicles struggle to do their job. By using red light therapy, you are allowing your hair follicle to do its job more effectively. And so overall, by using red light therapy on your scalp, if that's what we're really talking about here, you create a more favorable environment for hair growth by improving overall circulation and blood flow, energizing the hair follicles, reducing inflammation, and enhancing follicle function. So in a nutshell, that's how red light therapy works to help with hair growth. Now let's talk about, in my opinion, one of the best devices on the market that can actually do that for you, because not all red lights are created equal. You can go on Amazon right now or anywhere and find red lights. That doesn't mean that those red lights are gonna be effective for you. So please don't accidentally buy something that can do damage. You know, earlier I mentioned that red light therapy doesn't have any negative side effects. If you were to purchase and use a red light therapy device that really wasn't built well, you can damage your skin. You can hurt your eyes. There's some things that could potentially happen. But if you purchase a red light therapy device that is built well and you do use it correctly, there should be no negative side effects at all. And no, I'm not a doctor, and this is not medical advice. However, I have been using red light therapy devices for a very long time. I have used really bad ones, and I have used really good ones. And there is, let me tell you, a major difference. But now let's go ahead and unbox this thing. This is my first time opening it up. And as you know, I don't really suffer from hair loss myself. I've been using red light therapy for a long time. This is the iRestore Elite Laser Hair Growth System using Lumitech technology with 500 medical grade lasers and LEDs. You get the user's manual, quick start guide, little contents, some precautions, all this fun stuff. Now this is the part I'm excited about, the product diagram. From what I'm learning, it's an extremely comfortable helmet, but not only is it comfortable, but it uses 500 LEDs and lasers, so that gives you enhanced scalp coverage, which is really important. You see, there's a lot of helmets you can buy that are probably a lot less expensive than this, but you get a lot less lasers and LEDs. The difference between a LED and a laser is the laser penetrates deeper into the scalp, and the LED spreads evenly across the entire scalp as well. So you get deeper penetration and even coverage, which is what you're gonna want. So it looks like it comes with this really nice case, so you can take it with you. And this is the helmet. It's lightweight, like literally is super light, feather light. This is your remote. Silicone pads are nice and squishy. Not a perfect fit. We have thicker and thinner foam inside the device. You can request and we will ship them to you. That's kind of cool, so check that out. If it's too tight or too loose, they will ship you different foam pieces, which is awesome. Inside this pouch is a cleaning pad and then the charging cord. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and throw this helmet on. I'm going to learn how to use this during this video. So this is how the helmet fits and looks. Definitely not like the most stylish thing, but it's not the worst either. I've definitely seen some goofier ones. I've seen some that like cover your ears, and I don't know. I kind of like that my ears are exposed on this. It's really lightweight, it's really comfortable. I'm gonna read the quick start guide and learn a little bit more about what to expect from iRestore. Hair growth takes time, patience will pay off. Simply slowing down the hair loss should be considered a big success, which I tend to agree. Did you know that the average human will shed 50 to 100 hairs per day, and that's considered healthy? Well, your hair has different cycles, right? So your hair is gonna keep replacing itself, which is okay. So when you're washing your hair and hair comes out, that's a normal thing, don't freak out. However, the goal is to really grow back healthier, thicker hair, right? So that's kind of the point of using red light therapy, as we learned earlier in this video. So here's the instructions of how to use the iRestore Elite. It's intended for the user to use the iRestore Elite for 12 minutes every day. Use the iRestore for 16 weeks. Once the 16-week period is complete, use as frequently as needed to maintain the desired result, without exceeding 12 minutes per day. Discontinuing iRestore treatments may result in the progression of hair loss. And here's a really cool thing. I did try to turn it on while it was on the table here. It says, important, unless the device is positioned on the user's head, it will not begin a session. If the device is removed from a head during a session, it will pause automatically, which is awesome. So one of the things I was a little concerned about is I've learned a ton about red light therapy and red light laser therapy. Red light therapy is actually beneficial to your eyes. I'm not telling you to go stare at them, right? Because not all of them are created equal. Once again, be smart. However, red light laser therapy is not safe to look at all. So I was kind of curious. I'm like, if this thing has lasers and you're able to just turn it on and stare at it, that's not good. So it's cool that it has those safety features. If you do end up taking it off during a session, to resume your session, position the device back on your head within 5 minutes and then press the start button. But now let's talk about how to actually start it. I got it on my head. Step 1, position it on your head in the upright position on top of your head. Step 2, insert the power adapter pin into the controller plug outlet into an electrical outlet. Step 3, press power to turn on the device and then press start to begin the treatment. Press power and press start. Is it on? It is. Okay, cool. So it is on, it's doing its thing. It's dancing in there. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my screen because I haven't seen what this looks like, but it's on. Important note, if the start pause button is not pressed within 1 minute, the device will automatically turn off. A lot of cool safety features here. I like that. Step 4, press the start button to begin your 12-minute session. A short beep will indicate that it has started. A long beep will sound when the session is complete and the device will shut off automatically. Step 5, if you need to pause the session at any time, just press the pause button. Step 6, to turn off the device, just press and hold the power button for 3 seconds. Unplug it from the power adapter and blah, blah, blah. All right, so one thing as I'm wearing this currently that is a little bit of a bummer. I mean, honestly, like there's pros and cons to everything I've ever reviewed. And you know, not being able to just walk around with this is a little bit of a bummer. I kind of thought this was gonna be like a little battery and I could just take it with me and walk around. So as I was opening up the rest of the boxes, I found the actual portable battery. So there is a portable battery. You can take this with you. I'm not telling my wife because she's in there actually using it right now, plugged into the wall. But this is cool. So you can actually just charge up this battery and you can just clip it to your belt or to your pants and walk around. So just kind of plan your day, maybe read your morning devotional or get some reading done in your book or whatever, or couple this with a red light therapy panel at the same time, because typically you want to do a 10 to 20 minute session there. So I'm sitting here thinking, okay, I'll plug this into the wall next to my red light therapy panel while I can do my vibe plate and literally just do a 12-minute session of vibration and red light therapy. That'll be pretty cool. But it's doing its job right now. It's doing its work. It's working, Say. What do you think? Do I look silly?
No.
Do I look cool?
Yeah.
Come here. This is my daughter, Selah, which you can't see. Her birthday's in a couple days. She just got this little cheetah. That's my girl. She likes to use all these really cool health and wellness devices, so you'll probably see some videos coming soon of her wearing this as well. Now I want to talk about iRestore and this Elite device. This is called the Elite, and there's a reason for it. It is the most powerful at-home hair regrowth device that's on the market today. It uses iRestore's patented LumiTech technology, which utilizes both lasers and LEDs to truly optimize hair growth. The combination of both medical grade lasers and LEDs provide exactly the correct light and output in the correct power level. Like I said, using a perfectly built machine is going to provide you the best results. This has triple wavelength power. As you can see, it's kind of blinking a little bit. The lights are moving around. It's not just static. And this is the first at-home device that's equipped with triple wavelength technology. And this provides a more effective treatment for optimal results. A few things to also mention is the iRestore Elite device is FDA cleared and it's been clinically proven. It's not just people saying, hey, give this thing a try. But the funny thing is they did send this to me to review, and as I was talking to them, I'm like, listen, I don't really suffer from hair loss, and they're like, we don't care about a testimony. We love how you do your research on products and you try to put the best information out there for your viewers. And I really appreciate that. They didn't give me a script or anything to follow. They might not even like this video, but at the end of the day, I did the research that if I was suffering from hair loss, and like I said, my friends and my family are, I'm gonna send this video to them and I'm gonna encourage them to watch it all the way through. Even if they don't purchase the iRestore Elite device, at least they know the benefits of what a really powerful red light laser therapy device can do for them. And hey, if you are watching this and you're like me, you're like, okay, that's the best, I'm gonna go ahead and get that. I will have a link down in the description below, and you can use discount code MOSS. Right now they have an insane sale going on. If you use discount code MOSS in my link, you save $625. So go ahead and check that out. It'll be down in the description below. If you do purchase this and in 12 months you decide this thing didn't do anything for me, you get a 12-month money back guarantee. So there's really no fear in giving this a try if you are suffering from hair loss. And listen, I know how emotional it can be. I know how sensitive that situation can be. No one wants to lose their hair. It's not something anybody signs up for and says, yes, I want to be bald, especially women, my wife included, and a lot of other women in our life. They don't want to lose their hair. So if there's something out there that can legitimately help, why not give it a try? If you have a 12-month money-back guarantee, that makes it even easier. And if you're seriously considering trying the iRestore Elite device, this is the timeline of what you can expect to experience per iRestore. They give it to you right here, but I wanted to let you know because it was interesting for me. 0 to 3 months, right? You may see shedding from weak or thin hairs. This is normal as thicker, stronger hair replaces them. So between 0 and 3 months, you may start seeing some more hair shed, but that's normal, and I guess that's a good thing. From 3 to 6 months, this is when hair loss has slowed. Tiny baby hairs are going to begin to emerge, but they may not be visible yet. From 6 to 12 months, hair shedding should have stopped or slowed by now. Expect accelerated visible growth of fuller hair. And then from 12 to 24 months, this is the period for maximum growth. Expect to see continued improvement with consistent usage. Now, another thing to note, iRestore does have a lot of other supplements that you might wanna couple with this. Now, hair growth is a process. You can't just take one miracle pill and it's gonna solve your hair loss. There's a lot of things that you wanna couple with it. Eating a high quality diet and eliminating the foods that cause inflammation is a plus. Getting natural light outside is a plus. Exercising regularly, using sauna and cold water therapy is a plus. There's a lot of other healthy things that you want to include in your daily life that can help. But if there was one thing that I can personally say in my experience and from my research that has been proven to help combat hair loss, it's red light and red light laser therapy. So I would have to say iRestore, the Elite device, is something you should consider if you're trying to combat hair loss. I will have the link down in the description below if you want to get more information. The link isn't just a purchase, but it will lead you to their website and give you any additional information that you might want to see from them. On their website, you can find different studies and you can find a lot of additional information that might be, oh, my session's over. That's it. So my session just ended, but if you do visit their website, you will find a lot of additional information that might help make your decision a little bit clearer And if you do decide to purchase, once again, you can use discount code MAUS, that's MAUS, and it'll save you a substantial amount of money. However, if you have any questions and I didn't go over them in this video, pop them down in the comments below. I'll answer any question that you have. If you like this video, please hit that like button so YouTube knows that this video wasn't horrible and it shares it with additional people out there. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. I'm trying to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year, and every subscriber counts, so I appreciate you if you could do that. Other than that, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day. I'll see you on the next video, and God bless. And oh hey, before you go, if you want to find out even more information about red light therapy, go ahead and click on this video right here. This will give you a little bit more information, a deeper dive into red light therapy, and I really think you'll like it. So go ahead and click that video right here. I'll see you on the next one.